Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to talk about something that almost every human being has experienced at some point in life: overthinking. At first, thinking deeply about a problem might look like a good thing. But when your mind doesn't stop, when you repeat the same thoughts again and again, when you feel stuck instead of moving forward, that's when thinking turns into overthinking. In this video, we will explore the dark side of overthinking. We will look at what it really means, why it happens, how it affects our lives, and finally, how we can deal with it in a healthy way. So, let's begin our journey into the mind. Overthinking is when you think too much about something, so much that it becomes a problem instead of a solution. It's like your brain is stuck in a loop. You ask yourself the same questions again and again. You imagine every possible scenario, every possible mistake, and every possible outcome, but you never take action. For example, you want to send a simple text message to your friend. Instead of writing it and pressing send, you spend 30 minutes thinking, what if they misunderstand? What if they don't reply? What if they think I am annoying? Another example, you have a job interview tomorrow. Instead of preparing calmly, you spend the whole night replaying in your head, what if I fail? What if I say something stupid? What if they don't like me? This is the difference between thinking and overthinking. Thinking helps you make decisions. Overthinking stops you from making decisions. It's like driving a car. Thinking is when you press the gas pedal to move forward. Overthinking is when you keep pressing the brake again and again, and the car never moves. This is a big question. Why does our brain do this to us? The truth is, our brain is trying to protect us. Overthinking usually comes from fear and uncertainty. 1. Fear of the future. Many times, we overthink because we are afraid of what will happen. We try to predict every possible result so that we don't get hurt. For example, if I start this business, will I lose money? Will people laugh at me? What if I fail? Number 2, fear of making mistakes. Humans don't like to make mistakes. That's why we think too much before we act. We believe that if we think longer, we can avoid failure. But in reality, overthinking doesn't remove mistakes. It only delays our progress. Number 3, lack of confidence. When we don't trust ourselves, we repeat the same thought many times to make sure. But instead of feeling safe, we end up feeling more confused. 4, our modern lifestyle. Today, we live in a world full of choices. What to study, what to buy, who to talk to, what to wear, which job to take. With so many options, our brain easily gets stuck in decision-making. So, overthinking is not because we are weak. It's because our brain is trying, but failing, to protect us. How can you know if you are overthinking? Here are some common signs. 1. You replay conversations in your head. After talking to someone, you keep asking yourself, did I say something wrong? Did they understand me? Maybe they are angry at me. 2. You find it hard to make decisions. Even small choices, like choosing food at a restaurant, become stressful. 3. You think about problems more than solutions. Instead of solving the issue, you just repeat the problem in your head. 4. You can't sleep at night. Your body is tired, but your mind is busy, jumping from one thought to another. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You always expect the worst outcome, even if it's unlikely. If you see these signs in yourself, it probably means you are stuck in the cycle of overthinking. At first, overthinking may look harmless. Some people even believe it makes them smarter. But the truth is, overthinking has a dark side. It can slowly destroy your peace, your health, and even your relationships. Let's explore how. 1. Mental exhaustion. When you overthink, your brain never rests. It keeps working, even when you are lying in bed. You feel tired, not because your body worked hard, but because your mind never stopped. This kind of mental exhaustion can make you less creative, less focused, and less productive. It's like leaving your phone screen on all the time. The battery will drain very fast, and soon it will shut down. Your brain works the same way. Anxiety and stress. Overthinking is one of the biggest causes of anxiety. Why? Because you are constantly living in what-if mode. What if I fail the exam? What if they reject me? What if I lose my job? This habit makes you feel like danger is everywhere, even when nothing bad is happening. Your heart beats faster, your body feels tense, and you become restless. Stress also grows. Your body produces more of the stress hormone called cortisol, which can affect your sleep, digestion, and immune system. 3. Decision paralysis. Have you ever heard the phrase paralysis by analysis? It means when you analyze too much, you become paralyzed, unable to act. For example, you want to start a YouTube channel. You spend weeks thinking, should I use this camera or that one? Should I talk in English or my native language? What if nobody watches my videos? After so much thinking, you do nothing. This is the cruel part of overthinking. You believe you are preparing, but in reality, you are wasting time. 4. Damaged relationships. Overthinking doesn't only hurt you, it can hurt the people around you. Imagine this. Your friend doesn't reply to your message for a few hours. Instead of waiting calmly, you start thinking, maybe they are angry at me. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe they don't want to be my friend anymore. You become insecure, and this can create unnecessary conflicts. Many friendships and even romantic relationships are damaged, not because of real problems, but because of imagined problems created by overthinking. 5. Lost opportunities. Every time you delay a decision because of overthinking, you risk losing opportunities. Life doesn't wait. That job you didn't apply for, that person you didn't talk to, that idea you didn't try. Opportunities are like doors. If you spend too long thinking, the door might close. Negative self-image. Overthinking often leads to self-doubt. You start asking yourself, am I good enough? What if I'm not smart enough? What if I'm not attractive? Slowly, this creates a negative self-image. You stop believing in yourself. And when you don't believe in yourself, others also find it harder to believe in you. Physical health problems. Yes, overthinking can even hurt your body. When your brain is stuck in stress mode, your body suffers. You may experience headaches, stomach problems, difficulty sleeping, insomnia, fatigue, always feeling tired, weaker immune system, getting sick more often. In the long term, constant stress from overthinking can even increase the risk of serious illnesses like heart disease. So, as you can see, the dark side of overthinking is very real. It's not just thinking too much. It's a mental trap that can slowly take away your peace, your health, your relationships, and even your dreams. But don't worry, it's not the end of the story. The good news is, there are ways to escape this trap. Now that we understand the dark side, let's talk about solutions. How can we calm the storm inside our head? Here are some simple but powerful techniques. 1. Awareness is the first step. You cannot fight something if you don't know it's happening. The next time you catch yourself repeating the same thought again and again, pause and say, "Wait, I am overthinking." This small awareness can help you step out of the loop. 2. Write it down. Sometimes our brain feels overloaded because it's trying to hold too much information. Writing your thoughts on paper is like transferring files from a computer to a hard drive. It gives your brain more space. Try this. Every night before bed, write down what's worrying you. Once it's on paper, your brain feels lighter. 3. Focus on what you can control. Many of our thoughts are about things we cannot control. For example, what if it rains tomorrow? What if people don't like me? Instead of wasting energy on what you cannot change, focus on what you can control. Carry an umbrella. Do your best to be kind and confident. This shift in perspective can reduce overthinking a lot. 4. Limit your time for decisions. Give yourself a time limit. For example, I will think about this decision for 30 minutes. Then I will choose. This method pushes you to act instead of endlessly analyzing. Practice mindfulness and breathing. When your mind is racing, stop and take a few deep breaths. Focus only on your breath. Mindfulness practices like meditation or simply being present in the moment can help you break the chain of thoughts. Take action, even if small. Remember, action kills overthinking. The more you delay, the bigger your worries become. But if you take even a small step, your brain shifts from thinking to doing. For example, instead of overthinking about starting a YouTube channel, just record a short video. It doesn't have to be perfect. Imperfect action is better than perfect hesitation. Talk to someone. Sometimes, sharing your thoughts with a friend, family member, or therapist can help. When you say it out loud, you realize that many of your fears are not as big as they seemed in your head. Overthinking can feel like a heavy cloud above your head. But remember, no cloud lasts forever. The sky always returns to blue. Here are some inspiring ideas to keep in mind. 1. You are not your thoughts. Many people believe their thoughts define them, but that's not true. You are not every worry or every fear in your head. You are the person who observes those thoughts. You can choose to believe them, or you can choose to let them go. 2. Mistakes are part of life. A big reason we overthink is because we want to avoid mistakes. But think about it. Every successful person made mistakes. every strong person failed many times. Mistakes don't mean the end. They mean growth. 3. Progress is more important than perfection. Don't wait for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, or the perfect result. Just move forward, one step at a time. Even small progress is better than no progress. Silence is powerful. Your mind needs silence, just like your body needs rest. Spend a few minutes each day in quiet. No phone, no social media, no noise. Just breathe and be present. You will be surprised how much calmer your mind becomes. Trust yourself. You have survived 100% of your worst days so far. This means you are stronger than your fears. Trust that you can handle whatever comes next. So, let's wrap this up. Overthinking is like being stuck in quicksand. The more you struggle with thoughts, the deeper you sink. But once you learn to pause, breathe, and focus on action, you can escape. Remember these key points. Overthinking is common, but it is not your identity. It comes from fear and uncertainty. Its dark side can affect your mind, your body, and your relationships. But with awareness, action, and a little self-compassion, you can take back control. Life is too short to spend inside your head. Step out, live in the moment, and allow yourself to move forward. And that's it for today's video on the dark side of overthinking. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you often find yourself overthinking? Which strategy do you think will help you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read all of them. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Thank you for watching, and remember, think less, live more.